In the family, blocking and knocking these haters out with my click. All we need is some kicks, cause we do's it like this. Shower you with our turtle power. Any given day, any given hour. But nigga wanna start some drama? Be a good whip with your katana. Watch him slice it and dice it up. Tell your homeboys better beware. Here comes Michelangelo with the shucks. Send you running straight back to your lair. Ooh, join on up with Donnie and Ralph. Take a little ride, we'll head out south. On the red line or on a damn rhyme. Won't you step up? Don't make us have to go off. Don't make this harder than it has to be. Take us to your leader, we gon' shred him like he wants to be. I do what I need to have fun. I do what they try that gun. Like a reggaeton.
I dominate the landscape from video games to fame. Across the range of America, the Great Plains. Chicago sewers got less rats than back home. What would you do if you lived under the thrones? Yeah, I had to move, cause the groove was lost in New York. The foot soldiers adored, so I moved and got a new sport. And now I'm staining milks on a magnificent mile. Extra deep dish style, but once in a while I recall giant balls falling downstairs. But I ain't scared, I got my ninja powers and I'm always prepared. Don't stare, I might be a little green, but you'll be envious of my fighting machine. Skills, pills, I never pop. I keep my body hot. I can cock any robot on the block. Stop the presses, my bros are swinging by in the van. It's pizza time, so pork rinds, label what's grand.
The path that leads to what is long and difficult. But only by following that path do we achieve our goal.
I do what I need to have fun. I do what they try that gun. Like a reggaeton, ready for everyone.
Red chucks on, nose ring swanky, purple mohawk with some shades for the framing, Benz in my framing, thieves for the Franklin, call steady rock, hit the blocks in the vein. And
unlike the break, these grenades is a statement to blow a few holes in my foes, leave them stankin'. Moves in arrangement, hoofs hit the pavement, clan in the van, crew armed and we dangerous. Swerve through the lanes and gotta start gunning. Cops on our ass through the roof, start busting. Start puffing, mash on the gas as I ash on the dash, bouncing bombs off the glass. Clean from the scraps, made it sound like a rap. Sweat on my horn, dabbed it off with a scrap. Turned to my right, all I heard was a tap. A sigh in my grill, green toes in my lap.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It is me, Dukect, and I'm back here on the Dukect Lounge. I hope you are having a great day and great evening. It's early, 8:00, 8:00 here on the Dukect Lounge, and it's going to be a wild card edition. So it's basically what you or anyone else, it's a free-for-all of what topics you, or anyone else want to cover. And since, remember, if you want to get into this whole thing, if you want to hear, the chat room's right there via not just on TalkShoe, but also on YouTube as well, and on and on YouTube and all that good stuff. Also, if you want to call in to the Duke CT Lounge as you want to do, the best way to do it is a headset and microphone. I'll put the link in the description. Link is always in the description, by the way, to call into the show and all that good stuff. If you just get this here, if you want to call into the show and talk to me, Duke CT, put that right here. It's in the description. But also, let's put this right here on the right here so you can pin the show, pin it so you can talk to me live here on the Duke CT Lounge. Also, if you want to call in, if you can't do that, call in the old fashioned way and such, using the phones and everything else. The phone number is 605 562 0444. Once again, the phone number is 605 562 0444. And the show ID to connect to me is 92417. The show call ID is 92417. All right. So hopefully you're going to get into people here so I can get to all of you people here. Because by the way, we are very close to, let me just check here. How close am I to I think over 90,000 downloads. It's amazing. Let me see if I can see how many downloads I have right now. Let me check. Let's see. Wow. I am 500 downloads away from 90,000. And that is amazing. And I hope to get more soon, which I believe I will be. And I will continue to talk about this stuff, talk about all these other things and everything else. So thank you so much for joining me continuously. Staying with me here on the Duke CT Lounge and all that good stuff and talk to you and everything from Blog Talk Radio to the to here. Thank you so much. Anyway, let's see. There's a lot of stuff here. Since I want to get this stuff to plate about this stuff. Let's see. Let's see. Let's talk a little about some video games here. Let's see if any good video game news here and everything else. Cyber Monday's going in. I feel like I'm doing just fine. Let's see what's up. The the stories about some good video game stuff. Positive stuff. I know about the Activision and everything. If I'll get into that later because I got some stuff to say about it. But I want to look see if any good positive stories out there because it seems, it's been it's easy to have the negative stuff. I want to see some good positive stuff here. Okay, we got Cyber Monday stuff. Let's see. Open channel. Let's see. Video games, animated or live action. That is an interesting topic. Well, let's see. It's something interesting. We gotta go to Gizmodo. Let's talk about this. Let's see something that has an interesting little talk about here. And you want to join in? Go right ahead. Just get the share the screen here. Da 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 da. Boom. Okay. Should video games remain animated or go live action? This is something, but sent by Justin Carter at Gizmodo. It says right here, the last few years have been had a successful streak of films shows based on video games, but primarily from Netflix. For future series based on sci-fi franchises like Mass Effect and Halo in the works, plus ones based on various Ubisoft properties like I said. plus Gearbox's looter shooter Borderlands will just wind up as expensive repeats of moments players become emotionally attached years ago. Is it showing it? Please tell me it's showing it. Oh dear. Let me just make sure. Let me just stop sharing the screen there. Let's stop sharing it for a while, and hopefully we'll get back. The internet's acting all wonky, which of course it does. It always acts wonky for some reason with me. It always does. Okay, but don't worry. They'll be done soon, and he can go back to being a normal cat. Anyway, yeah, the stigma of animation, yada yada yada. Just we all do the shit of Borderlands will just run up expensive repeats of moments players. Back to the whole thing. Says no right here. Normally the question will be what game should next be adapted, but we want to mix things up. In the article it says, do you prefer live action adaptations of video games or do you want animated versions? Which should be an interesting topic to discuss. Animation, I believe you can be a lot more freer with animation. You can have, much more grandiose, stuff. You can show a little more of these pieces of more, dramatic camera shooting and such, and probably a lot more, just, more beauty in animation, as I see it. Not saying there's not some beautiful stuff in live action, but I think the beauty of animation, some video games are just meant for animated stuff. Some great animated stuff can, make things fit in the world. Like, for example, I don't want to see a live action Kirby again. That's just me. I don't think live action Kirby will be good. I think, I think that should be a animated or CGI movie. Personally, that fits perfectly with it. Also, I'm surprised we haven't had a live action Legend of Zelda. I think like Legend of Zelda that deserves a live action. I know that was a huge, a big, huge April Fool's prank by like IGN or whatever. It showed that it looked really good. So I was like, well, why not have something like that? A live action Legend of Zelda, which would be something a lot of people would like to see. I believe that would be something people would love to. I believe people would love to see a live action Link and Zelda. Maybe, I don't know, retelling Ocarina of Time or doing something original. You know, maybe doing something original with the stories, like say with the MCU or DC or whatever superhero thing comes up. Which I think that's going to be what the best possible way to do the Zelda stuff. That's what I think. And others, for example, I think we'll be getting live action will be the Xenoblade Chronicles. Let me see if I can get. Let's see. I think Xenoblade Chronicles would be Xenoblade Chronicles. I think would be really good And which I can just. Oh, that's a little too big. There we are. Let's see. Stop sharing the screen. And let me just get this. I think this game would be great in live action. I think I know Ricky and it can be those CGI character. Bonus points they could do puppetry of it. That would be really cool. But yeah, I think this would be a really good live action, somewhat Lord of the Rings story, which you can make. Just I think you could do some really good stuff with this series right here. Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2 live action. I would say this should be Lord of the Rings quality, the Xenoblade Chronicles. The first game should be Lord of the Rings. The second game, that should be more Hobbit. Not the Peter Jackson Hobbit, but what the Hobbit was in the story. It was a simple story. I think a simple story of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 will tell better. I think something like that type of lightheartedness and more. This seems more dangerous and more that sort of thing. And as for Xenoblade Chronicles X, which I hopefully will get a Xenoblade Chronicles X, this game, just you know, this. Let me just see if I can stop sharing here and move on to this. This game, I'm gonna say this is more of an episodic show because the way the game and the way it was played out, the side quest, it's more episodic game to me. This is an episodic game series for me. The game I think it too much to me. I'm like, yeah, I'm not prude, but yeah, it's you know, it's yeah, you know. Let's see if my voice is going through. Yes, it is. All right. Hmm. Oh, it didn't capture the audio for some reason. I don't know why, but anyway, it looks like it didn't catch the audio. But I said again, Xenoblade Chronicles X would be a great series to I think would be a great series to put on the TV to put on HBO Max or something like that, episodic television. I think that is perfect for that series. That Xenoblade Chronicles X. In my personal opinion, could be wrong. Could be what ah ah all right, but make sure everything's all right. Hopefully, it looks like everything's good. Okay, but yeah, that's interesting. But I think but like I said, there's some stuff I think animated would be a little bit better. Animated. Let's see what else we get animated wise. Um, hmm. Um, well, there's some like good maybe Rogue Galaxy, a little PS2 game. I think that could be good animated. I think it has the anime esque stuff anyway, so I think you could do that. What other stuff you could put in an animated type of stuff? Maybe the new Xbox stuff for Ninja Gaiden and everything. But yeah. Oh, and but yeah, that's what it is. That's what I think it's going to be. That's going to be my personal opinion. Oh, hi, Kahuna. How you doing? Hope you're doing well, Kahuna Drake. Just wave. And if you want to, see, hopefully my show is not too boring. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I wanted to get into, like the live action and everything else. I want to ask you a question, Kahuna. What if you could pick like one video game franchise that could go into live action and one video game series to go to animation like adaptations? Which one would you put to put in there, your personal opinion? Oh, yeah, I'm doing well. But yeah, I think that personally I think that could be I think that to me, which is which, because I think when I look at the um, this story here. Let me just get the stuff here. All right, and hopefully you can hear me. Yeah, so that's what I think. This will be just see if I can get that stuff here because I think this could be a good question because I think there are some video games that could be great in animation, but also can be great in live action. Like I said, the Xenoblade Chronicles series I think works and you could do it animated, but I feel like live action would be really good for it. I think live action with the right cast and characters could be the best type of thing. Could be a modern day version of Lord of the Rings, which we're sadly missing. You know, a good like 3 or 4 movie arc, and that's it with the characters. That's it, and have the story end, which would be nice. Hmm. Who knows? But anyway, that's a bit of a something like that. We could all sit back and talk a bit. Let's see what else. What else to talk about this huge. Let's see. Let's see. Some video game news. Oh, Far Cry. I think that okay. That could be good for live action. I think there was already a Far Cry movie. Let me see if it was. Hold on. Let's see. Yes, there was a Far Cry movie directed by Uwe Boll. I'm not kidding you. Let me just see. It's actually on Prime Video. Let's see. Far Cry movie with Till. Yes. Yep. It was real. Let me just see if I can get the thing. Alrighty. Let's see. Yep, it's real. Just stop sharing screen here. And here it is. Boom. Till Swagger. This was Far Cry, directed by, you guessed it, Uwe Boll in 2008. I know. I know. I know, Kahuna. I am. That's just terrible. Well, if I can find, I mean, that means it's a movie night at the Black Shepherd Games Discord. Let's see if you want. Let's see if I can pull that up. For one. Let's see. Uh-huh. Yes. Yeah. Another thing. Video games do deserve better directing talent. I mean, the best director of let's see, Sonic. Let's see, where is Sonic the Hedgehog move? Let's see. If Jeff Fowler is the best, Jeff Fowler is the best director of a video game series. I mean, what does that tell you? I mean, Jeff Fowler. Let me see what else. Let me see what has he. Let's see what Jeff Fowler has done. Oh well, wait. He did Where the Wild Things Are as a huh, as a animation research and development. Cool. Oh, and they actually are doing a Pink Panther film in development. Joy. So yeah. Oh, and he was actually part of the CG movie production of Shadow the Hedgehog. So yeah. Well, that's actually a thing. Oh goodness, this crazy world we live in. Let's see what else. What other good stories of video game news before I move into something more the entertainment stuff? Let's see. On literature. Tim Sproule, an architect of the level up subject, told Tom Elliott the aim was get the students writing and form good habits with grammar. It's a very experimental subject, so yeah, it's an audio thing. So I'm not going to play the audio because I don't want to be YouTube and all that stuff. But yeah, that's a good thing. Good story. And let's see if you want to come in and so we can talk about something, Kuna, and anyone else who want to join in. Put something in the chat so I can talk about something. And if not, I'm gonna go and see if I can look at some good. Let's see any good entertainment and movie news. Because let's see. Let's look at the box office. And see what What's the stories here? Okay. All right. So let's look at all three box offices. The box office here. Let's see. Box Office Mojo. Let's see. Oh no. Let me just get my thing. Let's see. All right. Can't can't connect to it. Just go. My VPN's acting up. Let's see right now. There you go. Ah, let's see. Um, let's see the dailies. Oh, let's see. Ah, Enchanto wins, which is well not surprising. It's Disney. Oh, I think it's probably can't join me on talk show. Hold on. Oh, let me just see about this. Let me just okay okay. Let's see if this works. Let me see if this works. Copy link. I'm gonna put this link here and see if this works. Oh yeah, I actually watched. Let's see if it's try that link. Let's see if it works. Because it usually works here. It's that's how it is. Just sit back and hopefully let that work. That link. Let's see. Hopefully it works. Let's see. Um, but yeah. Enchanto. Let's just see if I can get the screen thing here. All right, and there it is. Enchant's Thanksgiving box office a $43 million bow. House of Gucci, Resident Evil opened the top five as Licorice Pizza set a new record. All right, the nation's multiplexes were crowded and all that stuff. It says, but not surprisingly, Enchanto won the festive frame of the debut on the top spot with $40 million because Disney needs money and they're kings of animation at this point because they already took over DreamWorks and everything else. All the other stuff is on Netflix at this point. Anyway, and United Artists star House of Gucci. My brother wanted to see that movie, saying that got this third place with 21 million, and the Screen Gems Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City finished fifth with 8.8 million. Joy. That's that's the well, that's something. That's something. Mm. Well, let's see what else. But yeah, of course. Let's see. Paul Thomas Anderson, Buzzy Indy, Licorice Pizza. $84,000 per screen average. It's not bad. That's cool. Well, let's see. 5-day Thanksgiving windows. Anything? Oh wait, I got a call here. I think Kahuna. I think this is Kahuna. Hello. Oh, hello, Kahuna. Hello. You have a mic? Let's see. I think you I can't hear you. You say anything? Hello? Oh, dang it. There's mic issues. All right. All right, but anyway. Tancho and all this stuff. But the PG movie looked actually pretty well. So honestly, it's not surprised that Enchanto got all this money. Again, a lot of kids like it, the families like it, and it's an animated movie in Disney. And let's see what else. The runners up is Ghostbusters Afterlife, and made over 35 million during the 5-day frame. And well, it has a respectable drop from 44%, which is actually pretty good. Um, and it has a 2-week scaled at over $87 million domestically, and 28 million. So at now it has over $100 million for its global thing. So not bad. And in the United States, that's probably it's gonna get 100 mil. And by the way, I think Ghostbusters Afterlife is what? I think the budget. Let me see if I can find the budget here. Can't find the budget. Oh, hello, Kahuna. Is this? Let's see. Oh, wait, come on.
Hello?
Hello, Kahuna.
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, sorry. I'm on my phone, so I had to do the settings. So what's up?
Just nothing. Just looking at Ghostbusters Afterlife. I'm just seeing how much of the budget of how much it was made because let's see how much. Budget was 75 mil plus probably promotion. So I think it at best will probably break even. Probably better than what the last Ghostbusters movie, which was
Oh, for Afterlife? Yeah.
I watched it this weekend, which it was pretty decent. Um,
Yeah, I really want to watch it too. It just seems like it'd probably be a little bit more fun and more, I don't know. I guess not a mockery. Like 2016 felt like more like a parody of the franchise and like a faithful continuation of it. If that makes any sense.
there it is. My old camera. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's my old camera that I use for reviews. It still works, but it doesn't have the battery right here. No battery. I don't know if I ever going to find another battery for it because it does still work. It has that. Oh, look at this. One touch. Let me see if I can put it right here for y'all to see. Oh yeah, one touch sharing. Gosh. I don't know if I'm ever gonna bring that back again, but But yeah. Just turn this off again. But yeah, but yeah. That was a fun thing. I think it just left. It's weird. That's all right. That's okay. No worries. Technology can be a crazy thing. So yeah, the blockbuster stuff, not surprising. I think I'll probably go see that animated one when it gets on Disney Plus. Which, by the way, I've been watching Hawkeye. Um, Honestly, I've been liking it. It's to me, this seems to be a better. It looks like it's going to be more down to earth and more of a heist type of thing with those characters. I want more of that because man, the Marvel stuff is not work. It hasn't worked. Most of it is like they overhyped it with WandaVision. I think the production and reshoots hurt Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Loki was decent. I feel like it just set. There's a lot of season two. It feels like the first season was a setup to season two. But both seasons stuff like that. So it's gonna be really interesting to see what happens there. But that's the only one that really stuck with me and everything because I haven't seen Shang-Chi yet. Maybe I'll see that tomorrow. Maybe. But overall, it just seems that yeah. No worries. No worries. Anyway, but yeah, that's what it is. I think Hawkeye is really good. Probably still one of the best stuff out here. But you know what? Anyway, for all the joy, let's get in some dirt and grime and all that type of stuff. Let's see. Hmm. Because Activision has been, all these other stuff here. Um, quite honestly, I'm not surprised by this stuff with the inside the video game industry. I mean, stuff is not new. Um, because this was happening. Let me see if I can find the story because I know the story is there. Yeah, Eternals was not that. It was mid. It was mid. That was pretty much what it is. But if I need to find the story of it, let me see if I can find it. Um, let's see if I can get the stuff here. Let's see. I know. Let's see. Let's see if I can get this right here. Let's see. This. All right. I think I can get this right. All right. Oh, wrong one. Let me just see if I can get the right thing here because I believe there is a story. I believe there's actually a story that goes right to this whole thing. If I can find it, if I can find the right right link to it. There it is. I think I got it. Okay. If I can get it, let's see. All right. See if I can get the story here. There it is. I found it. If I found it, because this stuff is, yeah. Another snub, by the way. We got the snub right here, including Nintendo. Let me see. Get this. Like first off, we look here. This actually happened before we get into Nintendo stuff. Here we go. Right here. This happened in 1999. This stuff right here, and well, content warning. This story was reported, over 20 plus years ago. The Kenneth Lockley, a 28-year-old executive at the time, Record Design, was arrested at the before like last week, according around the story, because of he was trying to secure a 9-year-old girl for sex. So this is not new, and it wasn't really. I'd never heard anyone before. I talked about Laura Croft. Never one really talked about this story much, and then you look into this stuff here. Right here, this story. With Activision and everything else, which, all this other stuff with Activision Blizzard. Let me just get rid of this stupid thing here. Can't get rid of it. But yeah, with all the trying to create these workplace culture committees and everything else, which, we'll put some women in here or anything else, some sprinkle some stuff to make sure people know. It doesn't matter who you hire at this point. It is the rot. Get rid of the people who have been at the top of this whole thing. Get rid of the people who, same as Ubisoft. You have to get rid of the people who are who are harming these people and such. Same with all these other places that have these same type of issues. That is the one true way. But now you just say, oh, we'll bring some women here. Oh, we'll bring some people of color. Oh, we'll bring some of the LGBTQ, all that community in. Let's bring them in. It's all good. See, we're doing a workplace culture committee. We're trying to bring all these people in. Aren't we the good people? No, I don't care about all that. Hey, you get a job, that's fine. But you have to, if you really want to do good Activision, at this point, is to get rid of every single person that was involved in these shenanigans. Every single one. I don't know how good or bad or anything else. I don't need name changes to characters or we're getting rid of some of this content in World War. No. The one thing people want to see from you is getting rid of these abusers and the people who enabled them. That's it. You're going to have. That's the one thing you can. The one thing that these people need to do. But sadly, I don't see this happening. But yet, you see, Bobby Kotick, he's not going to leave because Mr. Women, all this other stuff. No, he's probably not. And if he does leave, Bobby Kotick leaves, he's going to have a nice golden parachute. And that sucks. It does. It sucks. But this has been the problem of the industry for a long time. Like I said, this stuff has been in this industry. Same as all the other entertainment industries, if you want to get even real. I mean, do you ever think someone like, Harvey Weinstein was the only creep predator producer in Hollywood? Do you think someone like, let me see, who's the guy? Let's see. He did the X-Men films. Let's see. Right. Bryan Singer. Yeah, you think he was the only one there? Bryan Singer was the only one doing all this stuff? No. It's a whole industry and the rot and such. That's what it is. And by the way, the Activision the past 30 years and such, all they've done is not even good games. They just drained all of the IPs and everything else too. Oh, we need more Tony Hawks and everything else. Drain that popularity. Drain Rock, the whole Guitar Hero and Rock Band thing and drive that into the ground. All these other things. Call of Duty to the ground. All these other things that just drain and drain and drain. Take a year off or whatever and reboot it, even though they still make profits and whatever. It's just, it's frustrating. It is hilarious that all this stuff for false allegations. Yet the rot was already there, and now let me just get rid of this and put here. Now you got other people from other industries that showed up. You got Nintendo. Let's see if I got this right here. Nintendo. They are going PlayStation and Xbox. They're not going to be touching them for a while. So I wouldn't be surprised if anyone who likes Activision games, they're probably not going to be putting them on their consoles or anytime. So if Activision continues trucking along and these people keep saying this stuff, I wouldn't be surprised that if Microsoft and PlayStation and Nintendo, the three major consoles at this time, well, if they do say, okay, this is so much to the point of of distressing and disturbing, and he says he's been contacted they said being in contact with Activision, have taken action, are assessing others. Um, they are saying, what are they going to do? Are they going to cut off? Which I hope, at this point, if they cut off, I wouldn't be upset. And they're going to have, and if Activision continues that way, there's going to be a continuous consequence. There has to be a huge consequence for these, you know, yeah, there needs to be a consequence to these, to these, to these, to these companies. And again, hopefully Ubisoft, same thing, Ubisoft, same as Riot Games, which, by the way, the solution to these issues, which will not be to fire these people. You know what they're going to do, these any new companies? They're not going to hire women. They're not going to hire any women, any black, white, black people, Asians, Latino, maybe some Asians. They might hire Asians, but they're not going to hire any black folk or anything else. They're gonna be like, okay, so white people, we're gonna have just white men, and that's it. We can't screw it up. Like there's gonna be small cabals of these things. That's what's gonna be the case. I think that's what's gonna happen, and it's going to suck because the same people will do the same things to people. With people who do or don't work there, and they're gonna have these same type of issues again without actually doing the problem. Getting rid of these issues, getting rid of these trouble makers and such. I'm trying to be as PC as possible because I don't have enough stroke here on the YouTubes to do something. Like if I want to get really real, to say what I really want to say. Because if I did, I think I'll be, canceled. These people with these allegations and such. That's what I want to say, but I can't say it because Lord knows if I did, well, I'll be I'll be out of the YouTube game. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, there's stuff here. Let me just that's my thoughts on all that stuff. Get rid of the people who are causing you the trouble. Activision, Ubisoft, Riot Games, all the stuff. Purge them out. Bring in people who actually are A, competent, and B, people who will not do these things, and just get some background checkers, please. Make sure you have people who know at least A, that will not do these do all this stuff. And also don't have alcohol, serve alcohol. Stop with the frat boy culture. Like, you know what? There's no alcohol here. I can't believe when I read that. I was like, well, they serve alcohol. Like, what the heck are you doing serving alcohol and all this stuff at a business place, man? Y'all get all this stuff. Why are you having alcohol there? Why are you serving beer there? If y'all professionals, you don't have beer anywhere near that. That's like off time. That's off. When you're off, like, hey, we're done here. Let's go out to go to a bar or whatever, or drink at home or something like that. You don't have alcohol. Don't serve alcohol, and at your work, unless you work at a bar. Which that's all. That's right there. But what are you doing serving alcohol, doing all this crazy stuff and this type of BS? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It makes no sense to me. All right. Oh man. Whew. Well, I'm getting more comfortable here. Hey, hello, my little cat licking and cleaning himself. Let's see what other stuff to talk about tonight. Some good stuff here. Let's see. Oh, you could talk about some wrestling. I could talk a little about how WE releases again, which I'm not even surprised by that because the WE has overflowed and over stuff. Oh, now cat's sneezing. Oh no! All right, he looks fine. All right, he's good. Okay. They just like, they signed so many guys and such. But shout out to all the people who got kicked out, released. It sucks for them, especially Hit Row. They build up Hit Row. They build it up. NXT, something interesting, something more, something like people will actually watch. Instead, they put him on SmackDown. They gave him a good squash match. They give rid of B-Fab. And then after that, 2-3 weeks later, they're gone. I don't get this. I don't get this. Huh. Oh, by the way, Roads to the Top is renewed for the second season. It's not really surprised. It's been getting decent. But yeah, again, people like that show. Not really a reality show kind of person. But hey, people seem to love it. Let's see. What else? Let's see what else. By the way, the spaces on Twitter has gone crazy this weekend with everyone saying, from like having like weird sexual fantasies or whatever to basically what else, like going off, everyone's going off this weird stuff on spaces. I haven't been, but I saw some of these titles. I'm like, what in the world people are talking? Like, to me, this is like worse than I remember. Like, people saying Clubhouse was toxic. Now Twitter is getting into it. I don't know what happened, but all the crazy people from Clubhouse have gone to Twitter, and I'm just like, man, these people are freaks. All of you, every single one of them are goddamn freaks. Jeez Louise, talking about this. There's one space here. Oh, here it is. Are there too many white men in public? Ugh. Oh, Lord. I'm tired of this. And then, here it is. Here's another one. Are there too many black women in public? It just keeps going back and forth to sillier and sillier things, and I'm tired. I don't know why. I want to do I feel like if I ever try to do a space, heck, if I probably wanted to do a Dukect Lounge version of a space, but I'm terrified of what people will come into. I'm scared to what type of freaking crazy people will walk into the space or whatever. I think Brother Crew, Anthony Demise and such. He said this. Pretty much what I agree here. Let me just see if I can just put this right here on all this stuff. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, but here's something here I think we can all agree on. I think we'll just move here. Here's this one. Oh, this is real. This is real. It's like here from Are There Too Many Black Women? Probably got Tariq Nasheed is speaking, and I'm like, shut it all down. He's right. Shut this all down. We're going back to AOL chat rooms. And I agree that would probably be the best way to do it. We should just all go back to AOL chat rooms. Bring that back. That they were just fine. Just I don't know anymore. Oh man. You never know you'll never know what you expect on the Dukect Lounge Wild Cards episode. Oh, did I say it was gonna be 2 hours long? Let's see if I did, because I don't know. But if it is, I can keep this going for a long while. Let me just see. That was a special time. Maybe such a good day. Yeah, it wasn't that long. I can do one more crazy story. Just one more crazy story. Well, let's see. You know what? Since I don't do usually this, let me see a good. Let's see. Let's see. Any good for? Let's see. Well, let's see it. Um, I'm gonna see if I can find any good Florida. All right. Let's see a good Florida man story before we end the show. Let's see. Here's one. This was earlier this year, January, all the way back in this year, January 10th. Here's something right here, and it's a Florida story. So well, prepared to just completely go laugh or whatever. Here it is, a Florida man story. Tampa man hospitalized after setting himself on fire while allegedly trying to burn down his house. Yeah. Yeah, this is just this is happening. Of course it is. It says Tampa Bay police say Scott Anthony Mazza, 51, was hospitalized with serious injuries after burning himself while trying to set a home on fire. No, not his house, but someone else's. So he's trying to do an arson. He tried to do an arson, but failed miserably at it. Yeah, it says police say Mazda broke a window at the home located at 600 block WD Lawn Street at 5:40 a.m. Tried to throw a bucket full of accelerant into the home, but it ignited, exploded, and set him on fire. According to the Tampa Police Department, police say the residence was not set on fire and no occupants were injured. Canadian units tried to find Mazda, but police say the trail was lost after he got into the vehicle and drove away. After Mazda's description, including his injuries, was broadcast to all officers, an officer working extra duty at St. Joseph Hospital detained Mazda when he showed up to the facility with obvious injuries. Mazda was taken to Tampa General Hospital burn unit, and his vehicle was impounded. According to TPD, the Tampa Bay Department, arson investigators are taking the lead, tackling the lead to determine the appropriate charges. And he remains hostile. I think he probably got out soon, but jeez. Of course, why am I not surprised by this? Of course, if Tampa Bay, a Florida man would do this, set himself on fire, because of course he would. And that's something we should end here. We should end it here because at that point we need to, the crazies. If I started the craziness there, we got to keep the craziest stuff here. So we're gonna end it here, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to Kahuna Drake for watching this insanity. It was fun. Don't worry, the Dukect Lounge will come back next week on December. Woo! That's going to be fun. And hopefully by next week, I'll have my first Matrix review. I'm doing that right now, Into the Matrix. I'm going to probably finish recording all of it tonight. And then after that, do all the second playthroughs and all this stuff. And hopefully get all that stuff done so I can do it for Red Ribbon reviewers, because that is going to be a fun thing to do. I always love doing that. So, yeah, that's going to be it from me tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being here. This is Dukect. Peace and love. I will see y'all when I see y'all later.